Breaking news coming in. Amit Malviya has put out a tweet. It's a scathing attack against the TMC. He says, and I quote, "Nothing else explains Mamata Banerjee's silence on Partha Chatterjee, her close confidant, now in jail, except an admission of the crime when she had hit the road to defend a police officer. Mamata may be trying to distance herself from Partha, but their association is well known." Unquote. That is Amit Malviya putting out a tweet. It's an attack against the Trinamool Congress. Amit Malviya is joining us on the phone line. Very good morning, Mr. Malviya. Mr. Malviya, this is a scathing attack coming in from you on Twitter against Mamata Banerjee on the back of the arrest of Partha Chatterjee. You say that their association is well known while she ends up distancing herself from Partha.
Well, the fact is that Partha Chatterjee has been a very close confidant of Mamata Banerjee. Between 2006 and 11, he was the leader of opposition. After that, he was the education minister and the general secretary of the party. Now he's industry minister and again the general secretary of the party. Somebody who's head of the disciplinary committee of the TMC. It is as long and as close an association as it can get. And it is the same Mamata Banerjee who we have seen come out on the streets to defend a police officer. Perhaps that police officer knows a lot many more secrets about Mamata Banerjee personally. And that is why she felt compelled to do it. But her attempts to disassociate herself from Partha Chatterjee is not going to work. This SSC scam has happened under Mamata Banerjee's watch. Partha Chatterjee was merely executing the orders that he had received from Mamata Banerjee. We've seen several videos and photographs and public programs where Mamata Banerjee has shared stage with Partha Chatterjee and Partha's close aide, from whose house all the money and the wealth has been recovered. So clearly, Mamata Banerjee's silence is not going to work. She is sitting on top of the government machinery in West Bengal. Nothing moves without her consent, including corruption that is happening in the state of West Bengal. And this is just tip of the iceberg. 20 crore is a very small sum of money for the colossal loot that the TMC has indulged in West Bengal.
Mr. Malviya, a little away from the tweet that you've put out, we just broke the story about how the ED has demanded Partha be moved to the army hospital from the state-run SSKM hospital on the back of the apprehension that perhaps the state-run hospital may not present a correct picture of Partha's health. Are you convinced with what the ED has done in this particular case?
Well, in the past, we have seen that SSKM is nothing but a glorified refuge center for TMC leaders who get questioned by agencies. And therefore, it is only appropriate that Partha is moved out of SSKM and put in a facility which is, in fact, better than SSKM. And the ED is well within their right to demand so.
The TMC has also claimed that Partha has been arrested under the conspiracy of your party, which is the Bharatiya Janata Party, and will act against you if they end up finding the evidence. How do you respond to them?
But, you know, these are usual political responses. The fact is that a huge sum of money, mountains of cash, have been recovered from Partha Chatterjee's close aide's home.
Right.
The same aide and Partha are closely involved with Mamata Banerjee. Now, clearly, the BJP did not ask you to hold so much of cash and loot and destroy careers of young men and women in the state of West Bengal.
Absolutely. And thank you so much, Mr. Malviya, for that quick comment.